So this might be a little bit of an awkward setup, but right now I actually don't have access to my TV, which means I have to use this thing which has glare. So the only way for me to do this review is to, well, be right up next to it. But I do still want to do this. And here's the deal. Where's the Fair Use has become a very big movement. And as such, I'm joining it. I've come up with an idea. I really want to do a What's Happening to You Cartoon Network type deal. And this is something I can do. I can do that by using clips played from the TV on my DVR of certain shows. I'll play like 2 or 3 minute clips and I will review the show based on that. Without further ado, let's get started. So, what's cool, Scooby-Doo, is one of the newest monstrosities to come from Cartoon Network. This is episode, no numbers, Saga of the Swamp Beast is the name of the episode. It stars Frank Welker, who, is he the voice of Scooby or the voice of Fred? I'll have to do some research in between this episode and the next, which I will also be reviewing tonight. And Matthew Lillard, who is the voice of Shaggy. I think he's Scooby-Doo as well. My bad. But the point is not the characters. It's the show. I want to show you the first 2 or 3 minutes of this show. Then I am going to pause, watch the rest of the episode, and show you what I think will be the worst, which my guess is going to be the chase scene. But just watch these first 2 or 3 minutes, and you tell me if you would want to watch this episode. Because I was laughing out loud at how bad it was. Remember in my earlier reviews how I said Daphne was the worst character?
But fear not, my black.
Look what she's going through in this.
Though I become slave to the thirst, you shall be spared the dragon's crimson dance.
Really? Really? This is where we're going with?
This the whole time with the
Even Fred calls her out on this in this episode.
Fred, we're in New Orleans. It's a whole thing down here. It's true. This city has a significant subculture based on vampiric mythology since its founding in the early 1700s.
Really?
Like, more importantly,
I didn't know that about New Orleans.
The city also has
Okay. The one thing that they've kept is that Shaggy and Scooby love food. That's literally the one thing in all the episodes that I've watched so far that they have kept. Now, I'll let you know an interesting fact. This is actually a throwback to the Scooby-Doo movie right here. The first one that came out in, 2000 something. They had some super hot pepper that they tried to eat in that movie. And they challenged themselves to see who could eat it. And this is pretty much a rip-off of that. I've noticed that a lot of this, what this show does, is just a rip-off of things already done by the Scooby-Doo show. Any one of them. All tried to be packaged to lower age kids.
Like, let's skip to the boss level.
Skip to the boss level? I can see now, watching a lot of these reviews, where this is coming from. Where was this in the original? It wasn't. This is the one part that made me laugh, but laugh because it was so ridiculous. Okay, that's just...
Glad to see folks enjoying my foot.
Now, I'm going to pause it for there. I'm going to go ahead and watch the rest of the episode now and pick out what I think is the worst moment, which I bet will be like the chase scene. And if you haven't seen my previous Scooby-Doo, What's Cool Scooby-Doo reviews, you should go watch those now. You don't necessarily have to pay attention to what I say because I was new to the show. Now, I've seen several episodes of the show, and I get where everybody's coming from about why Cartoon Network is going downhill. And as such, that is why I'm starting this new series. Cartoon Network goes downhill with things like Teen Titans Go. I've got a Teen Titans Go episode I'm going to do. I've got another review. I've got another one of these to review. And like I said, the review isn't done here. This is part 1 of 2. I will post a part 2 of 2 soon. Because what's up, Scooby-Doo? I mean, see, what's cool, Scooby-Doo? Worst incarnation of Scooby-Doo ever. And it's not only because of what I just showed you. It's because, quite frankly, they really don't have much of the original source material in it. Scooby and Shaggy are virtually the only people who are source material. Velma is overly smart. She's kind of a smart smart A. She's kind of a smart, I'll say it, smart aleck. Yeah. Daphne's just plain old dumb. She's your stereotypical dumb blonde. Same goes for Fred. He's not very fun. The only 2 people who seem to have got any of their character intact was Shaggy and Scooby. And even then, as you just saw, this is not the Shaggy and Scooby that we know. They're similar, but they're not the same people. And I will prove that the next section to come up, unless I can find a way to splice it into this video, the next section to come up will be the end of this episode, I'm pretty sure, will be the worst part. So stay tuned for more of What Happened, Cartoon Network.